Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for March 20th through the 26th. We're going to connect and we're going to see what messages are coming up here for the Sagittarius collective. And I remind you all that this is a general reading. That being said, not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. We're going to connect and see what messages are coming up here for the Sagittarius collective. Sun, moon, and rising. So without further ado, my dears and my darlings, let's get right on into it. First card coming up here for the Sagittarius collective is the Hierophant. This could be Taurus energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you have Taurus placements, there could be big changes and big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. If you are dealing with a Taurus, could be a significant person at this time in your life. Hierophant is also a card that it's a major arcana card. So the major arcana cards are always going to come up at a time that it's a significant new chapter. It's a defining moment. We do have a new moon on the 21st. So you may be coming into a time in which you are manifesting things that are directly aligned with this Hierophant energy. So that's going to be things that have to do with your priorities, your principles, your ethics, your morals, your beliefs, your foundation. And so this is very like reliable, sturdy, constant kind of energy or situations. So you may be breaking out of what maybe feels like a time where there's been just a lot of seasonal stuff, right? Like things are temporary, situations are temporary, people are temporary. With this Hierophant energy coming into the new moon, you may be coming into time where you're manifesting the permanent things, the things that are meant to stay, the things that are meant to stick. This is also a card that comes up for me to say you might have some really big decisions coming up here pretty soon. And it's really, really important that you make your decisions based on faith and not on fear. As long as you're making your decisions that are aligned with your ethics, your morals, your principles, your priorities, you're never going to go wrong. That's never going to steer you wrong. And you're going to find yourself satisfied and pleased with the decisions that you've made. It's going to lead you to what is best for you, as long as you're making your decisions based on that and not making your decisions based on fear. The next card that's coming up here for the Sagittarius collective is the moon. Now we have major arcana cards coming in back to back. Major arcana cards coming in back to back tell me big, big changes, big shifts in a short period of time. This is also a major arcana card that is associated obviously here with the moon. So when I'm reading for somebody and it's like around the full moon or the new moon and the moon card comes up, or cards associated with the moon come up, it tells me that this moon cycle is going to be really significant for you. This is going to be a very significant time in which like you're really tapping into that energy, you're really being affected by that energy, you're really feeling that particular moon vibe. This is a card associated with Cancerian and Pisces energies. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancerian or a Pisces. That might be a really significant person in your life at this time. If you have Cancerian or Pisces placements, there could be big changes and big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. This is also a card having to do with intuition, strengthened intuition, and it's a card releasing fear. So having the moon come up after the Hierophant really emphasizes for the Sagittarius collective to let go of your fear and to make your decisions based on your priorities, your principles, your ethics, your morals. This is time for you to align with all of the people, places, and things that are meant for you. Sagittarius, you all have gone through 2022 a tremendous clearing, right? It's been abundantly clear for all of you like what is not meant for you. So now is the time for calling in. Now is the time for what is meant for you. But you have to let go of the fear, and you have to trust, and you have to do the things that are best for you without worrying about, you know, uh, the things that negative ego is trying to get you to focus on or distract you with. The next card that's coming up here for the Sagittarius collective is the Queen of Wands. Very fiery energy here, Sagittarius. So step into your fire, step into your power. Queen of Wands, it could be that you're coming into the characteristics or meeting someone with the characteristics of the Queen of Wands. She's very independent, very funny, life of the party, very charismatic, very entrepreneurial, very successful, very alluring, you know. So you may be stepping into these qualities, you may be meeting somebody who has these qualities, but the Queen of Wands comes up for my readings a lot of the time when we're creating and we're using anger as fuel for the fire. We're realizing how much we bring to the table, how much people benefit from us, and that we're not having our needs met. Our needs aren't being met. We're not getting back what we need. We're giving way more than what we're getting from a situation. And the Queen of Wands says, no more. I'm done with that nonsense. And Queen of Wands has all this anger that comes to the surface that propels her, that motivates her, that drives her forward. So using our anger to create instead of using our anger to destroy. You're coming into a time of rapid manifestation. You're coming into a time where you're going to find the things that you're putting yourself in for, you're going to get them. You apply for something, you're gonna be chosen. You take initiative for something, you're gonna get it. You're coming into a time of upgrading to better things for yourself, and aiming higher, and finding yourself in situations that are reciprocal. You are being fairly compensated for your time, your efforts, your work, your commitment. You're being appreciated. You're coming into a time of being appreciated. Sometimes we feel like, how come this person doesn't appreciate me? Or how come this job doesn't appreciate me? Or why am I in a situation like where they don't appreciate me? We might be in a place where they're not aligned with our values. And I always give this example um uh when it comes to like love and romance. I know for me growing up, I'm a child of immigrants, so it's a different culture than being here in the Western world. And so when I was little, it was drilled in my head from the time I was little that, oh, you're supposed to be married, and these are the things you have to be a good wife, right? If you go into Western dating with that mentality, or if you try to date people where the culture is different and you're presenting these things that you were taught, hey, this is what's going to make me a good wife. Most people in that different culture, they're not going to have the appreciation for it because they didn't have that instilled in them, or they weren't told that this is what is desirable, or this is what you want to be with, or this is what's going to make you happy. And so they might not appreciate those things that were instilled in you from the time you were a kid. And so you keep trying to do those things because you want to show, hey, I'm a good catch, hey, I'm a good partner. But it's not aligned with what they're looking for. They're not going to value it. If you are genuinely like, well, this is what I am, and this I'm proud of this, and this is how I am, you're going to have to find someone that has the similar values, that values the same things. Otherwise, you keep giving something to someone that you were taught was valuable, but they don't appreciate it. They'll take it because you're giving it to them, but they don't appreciate it. And so that's just an example I give that I think sometimes might be an easy way to understand that. It doesn't have to be about marriage or dating. It could be in a work situation. It could be in friendship. It could be things about your personality, right? Not everybody has the same values as you. And so not only are you realizing I deserve more and you're reaching for it, you're aligning with the people, places, and things that share your values, that are going to be able to appreciate you. What you're giving is not being wasted. What you're giving is not being spilled out, but appreciated and compensated for. So a lot of you are coming out of a time of doing a lot, busting your back, giving a lot, and not being appreciated. You're coming into a time of receiving the recognition and appreciation that you deserve. Woo! I love this. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups traditionally is a very positive card, having to do with work that we find very fulfilling, emotional contentment and satisfaction, a happy home, resolution to conflicts. It's just blissfulness. Ace of Cups is that happy heart. Like your cup is just pouring over. It's just so content, so satisfied, so pleased, so happy. And for me, the Ace of Cups is very, very special because one of the things I've noticed reading for people over the years, Ace of Cups comes up in my readings when you're turning over a karmic leaf, when you start to see why certain situations keep coming on to your path, what the warning signs are, what the red flags are, and you're like, you know what, universe, I'm done with this nonsense. Life is too short to be miserable. I know what the warning signs are, and the next time a situation like this is on my path, I'm going to spot it from a mile away. I'm going in a different direction. I am never, ever holding space for this in my life again. The universe says, awesome, wonderful. Sagittarius is awake now. Sagittarius is no longer going to be putting up with these things, no longer needs this painful discomfort to poke them to wake up. Now that Sagittarius is awake and alert, Sagittarius is ready to learn through success, adventure, romance, passion, creativity, friendship, laughter. Now you're able to learn through joy instead of learning through pain. And now you're able to receive and feel content and feel satisfied. You're coming into immense satisfaction, just a very satisfied and content heart, and you deserve it. You might want to check out your other placements. Sometimes your other placements might resonate more than whatever placement this may be for you. There's a playlist in the description that will take you to the other videos. If you'd like to check out the love and romance videos, those are also linked in the description. And if you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule private readings with me there. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a fabulous week.